Hello everyone, this is Harshia. I'm going to demonstrate an home automation project wherein the rooms at your home can be controlled using an Android application. So this automation project has a feature to share your devices registered at that room rather than sharing your credentials of your application or your app. So any of your family members interested to use your application, no need to give your username and password for them. Rather than you can share the devices what you have assigned for that room, so that whenever you wanted to remove your any family members from controlling that room as a safety purpose, you can remove them using the sharing option. Also, this project has a feature to control your fan in an automated way, so you can set some threshold temperature, like for example 35 degree. So whenever your current temperature reaches 35 degree, automatically the fan gets turned on, or in the another case, if the temperature drops less than 35 degree, automatically the fans get turned off. Okay, let's see the demonstration of it. So I have clicked the home automation app. So this is a login screen, so it says please log in. So I'll enter my email ID and password. Okay, and the password I set it as only 123. Okay, it says credentials incorrect. In fact, I have not registered into the application. So again, I need to first do registration. In fact, the sign up page. So I enter my name, my email ID, the phone number. Again, the password let's set it as 123, and I'll do hit sign up. So it is saying getting connected to the server, so we'll wait now. Okay, now it says OTP verification, enter OTP received on the mail. So whatever the email you entered, on that mail you'll be getting the OTP. So this is the OTP what I received on my mail. It's 579453. So I'll enter it, 579453. Okay, now again it is getting connected to the server. So initially, okay, the message says thanks for registration. I'll enter with the email ID as well as password as 123. Okay, you can just see the password as 123. Okay, it says login successful. So this is the main dashboard application of your home automation project. So it is having some different cards over there. The first one says specified rooms. So in this one you need to specify the name of the room in which you wanted to control it. And second one is the registered devices. So which all the devices you have registered. First one says owned devices, means your own devices. Second one is shared, whatever the devices you have shared to your family members. And third one says borrowed devices, which you have received from your family members or any persons have from your home. We have mapped rooms. So it says you need to map the rooms, whatever you have specified, those need to be mapped with the devices. So you can add your device, reset your device, share your device, and also you can remove your device. Even you can see your mapping information like this. So it says no any room mappings exists. Okay, now I'll go to registered devices. So again 3 owned devices again blank, shared devices also blank, and even borrowed device also is a blank over there. So now let's specify some rooms. So I'll add some room. Okay, I'll name it as kitchen. I'll save it so you can see kitchen is being displayed. Now one more room can even remove also. That remove option is also available to remove that room. Then I'll try to map it. I'll choose map kitchen 2. So I have not have any device ID, so it is showing a blank over there. Once again I'll add one more room. This time I'll make it as bathroom. Okay, and again I'll add one more room. I'll name it as again kitchen. Now it says room name appears to be same because already the kitchen is been mentioned over there. Again we'll try some different combinations. Now I'll try to write in full upper cases. Again the same message error, room name appears to be same. Now let's remove some of the rooms. or one room will going to remove. You can remove both at a time or even only one at a time, like this. So the bathroom has removed now. Only kitchen has been left. Even kitchen also has been removed from your specified rooms. So we'll add kitchen now. Save it. Now let's demonstrate how to add the devices. Add by clicking add your device button. Once you click it, it asks for some permissions. So it says please turn on your Wi-Fi and connect to automation network. So name of the network name is automation. So I'll turn on my Wi-Fi. Okay, so you can see there is automation in the Wi-Fi settings. So I'll enter the password for it, the network password, and it says connect. Okay, now by entering that add device, it is asking for network credentials. In fact, your Wi-Fi credentials of your router, or if you're sharing your hotspot of your mobile, those can be entered over here. So I'll enter my network name and password. Okay, and your device is registered with some email ID from which you have logged in just now. So I say it save button now. Now by hitting the refresh button, you can just check here, registered devices, owned devices :1 means in fact I have owned one devices. Now we can just check by hitting more. So it says 100% is my own devices itself. So the ID of that one device has been showed over there. So we'll now try to map some of the rooms, in fact the kitchen. So I'll hit map kitchen. So the device ID has been appeared now. So it says mapped with some device ID. Again I'll try to add one more room. So I'll add like again hall. Now I'll try to map with the device ID. Again I hit map hall, but it says device ID for mapping to hall. Nothing is there because the device ID which I was having I have mapped for kitchen already. Even you can unmap the things. So I unmap the kitchen. Again I am going to map the kitchen with this device ID. So in the mapping information it says room kitchen has been given to some device ID. Now we will control the room, that is kitchen, by hitting control your switches button. So kitchen I will choose. Okay, this is a controlling dashboard of your device. So it says device status, device is online, and the ID of that device is being displayed, and you are controlling the kitchen switches over there. So you can just check there are 3 switches to control: switch 1, switch 2 and switch 3, and switch 3 is an automated switch. The threshold temperature initially it is 0 degree. You can set it by using set button. So this is a simple demo I made to showcase the controlling of the devices. So there is kitchen and hall which are registered with some different devices. So the kitchen is having 3 lights, red, green and yellow, and yellow is my sensor switch which will trigger based on the temperature. And the hall is having couple of switches, one is red and one is green. Now you can just see the demo of it. Okay, I'll turn on switch on one on, and you can just check red light, and again turn off. Now switch to turn on, and again turn off. Red light, now again red light. Switch 1, switch 2, both are turned on. Switch 3 is also turned on. So switch 3 has off now, switch 2 has off, and even switch 1 has been off. So let's set some threshold temperature. Okay, I'll set the threshold at 34 degrees. So once the current temperature reaches 34 degree, my switch 3 should become on. And for that I need to enable my temperature sensor so that it be controlled using the sensor itself. So I'll try to turn on the switch 3 now. So it says message temperature sensor enabled, cannot control the switch manually. I'll just hold the sensor, we'll keep waiting. So right now it is 33. Okay, now just check 34. It is the current temperature and light has been turned on automatically. Now I will try to blow some air now to make it cool. The sensor need to be cool so that light will be turned off. Okay, we'll just keep waiting. Okay, now you can just check that current temperature is 33 degree and the light has been turned off. So rather than switch 1, switch 2 and switch 3 can change their labels also. So I'll label it as for the first switch I'll label it as light 1, and for the second switch I'll make it as bed lamp. So you can just check switch 1 and switch 2 has been replaced. Also now you can clear them to the default namings using clear switch labels. And once you have turned on the save device information, whatever the information you have saved on to that device will be saved once the power turned off and turned on. Even you can clear the device values to their defaults like this. So it comes to the again all the device will be cleared to their initial, or it has been resetted. Now let's try to share our device to one of our family member by using the share your device option. So I need to enter my login password is 123. So it's asking for select users, so and we need to add that new user. So I'll try to add like satvik@gmail.com, in fact com. So it says the email ID is not registered, so that email ID to be registered if you wanted to share your device. Now I'll add one more email ID. I'll verify it. So it is already registered, so I'll assign it. Okay, now again it says assigned successfully. Now in your registered devices you can just check share device also 1. So you can see the graph over there, it is shared for 2 people, so it is 50% like this. Now you can remove your shared user using, again you need to enter login ID, login password. So removing that user no longer can control that device. Deassign. So it says deassigned successfully. Coming back to the registered devices, you can just check you have that 100% for only your device. If you wanted to share your device to yourself, means if you give the same email ID from which you are logged in, it throws the message like this. So now what I'll do, I'll share my device to one of my family member. I'll enter the mail ID of that family member, I'll verify and assign it. Now it says device assigned successfully. So we have another demo wherein the new user has signed up and logged into his system. So that person is having 2 registered devices, one is his own and one is being borrowed. Just now we have shared one devices, that device appeared to this user as the borrowed devices. So his owned device is 1 and he is having 1 borrowed device like this. So quickly we'll specify some rooms and we'll try to map them. So I'll try to map the kitchen with the same device ID of the earlier user. I can just check the mapping information, and even I'll map the hall with another device ID. Now let the second user control his one of the device. So let's control the hall now. So it says device is online and the device ID. Turned on red light, turned off red light, and again turned on the switch to green light and turned off the green light. Now let's control the shared device now, that is kitchen, which is being shared by two users now. It is a temperature controlled device. Now let this user share the device which he has owned, entering the login password. Let it be again 123. Both users have the same login password. Then we need to add that new user. So he entered the email ID of the earlier user. He has assigned that device to that earlier user. So it says assigned successfully. Now going to the registered device section. Is having three devices now. One is shared, one is owned, and one is borrowed. Even the user can do logout option like this. After clicking logout, it says user has successfully logged out. It comes to the home screen of the application. So this is a demo wherein the two devices are controlled with two different cell phones.